Hi guys, how's it going? And welcome back to our allotment and welcome to a nice day. There's no rain. So yeah, this morning it was glorious, it was sunny, no rain so far today. So if you live in England, or you know that we've had a lot of rain over the last few weeks, so much so that actually the last week I really haven't been down to the allotment at all because it's just been so rainy. So I've not been here for the last week. And I really need to check on a few things. I know there's stuff that I need to harvest, maybe some other bits, sort of maintenance bits that I need to get on with. So I just thought I'd sort of take you around with me, around the allotment. We can see what needs doing, harvest some things together. Yeah, so I haven't really looked at the allotment at all yet, really, apart from I did notice some beautiful flowers. I don't know if you can see them behind me. Some beautiful dahlias and sort of cut flowers as well. So I know I'm going to be harvesting some of those today as well to do maybe an arrangement at home. But yeah, so let's have a look around the allotment and see what we can find to do. So the first thing I wanted to have a quick look at is our strawberry patch. So these ones, it was about a week ago and I completely replaced all of our strawberries because they weren't they didn't produce that well this year. So I know strawberries are within their best life, basically the first 3 years of their life, and those had been in sort of 3 to 4 years. So I completely replaced them with the runners. So I did do a video actually just to show you how easy it was. So go and check that out. But yeah, so I think they're looking pretty good. So we've had a lot of rain. There's a couple that look a little bit dry. So that one looks a little bit dry, but I think it's going to be okay. It's sort of rooted in. What else? That one looks a bit dry. I think that's probably had it actually, yeah. That one's had it. But the rest of them, they're sort of looking okay. I think I've lost a couple. Maybe lost one there. But yeah, really happy with that actually. So that's all 3 plants that we put in. Just taking off the runners from our strawberry plants. So they should give us a good harvest next year. So that's good news, that's really good. Now the next thing I know I need to check are our courgettes because they are looking huge. Oh my goodness, okay, so that one's definitely ready to pick. These ones are, oh, so past it. So you probably pick them when they're about that size. So yeah, these ones are a little bit too big really, but that's okay. We'll still cook them and eat them. What else? Oh yeah, there's some more. Oh my goodness, okay, so we definitely have a marrow, which is that long one there, and then another courgette on top. Okay, yeah, more and more. So yeah, definitely need to do a little bit of harvesting today of the courgettes and then come up with some meals to make the courgettes with. So my mum was over last week. We had loads of courgettes then as well, and she made a really nice kind of courgette feta pastry, which was really nice, just using up some of our courgettes. So I might make that again. So coming on down, I know that the cucumbers were doing really well. So let's have a look. Yeah, definitely some to harvest there. Some more there as well. Oh yeah, some more there. Maybe I'll leave that one a little bit longer. That one's a little bit small. Are there any more to harvest? Oh yeah, there's another big one over there. Brilliant. Okay, so I can harvest some of those as well. So these cucumbers are actually gherkin cucumbers, so ones that you can make pickle out of. But I did actually try to eat one just raw. And if you actually peel it, they just taste like a normal cucumber. So you can actually eat these raw and obviously use them for pickling as well, which is brilliant. So any that I don't eat fresh, I'll do some pickles with, or the other way around as well. So yeah, really good. So I know I need to do something with these tomatoes. So they are going a little bit wild. Look, I think that one's actually dropped down. Yeah. So that one. So yeah, I need to do a little bit of maintenance on these. I need to maybe get rid of some suckers. What else? Yeah, stake them up a little bit better. And then I think what I might do is actually top them this year. So I was watching, I think think it was like it must have been a video on YouTube, a Charles Dowding video, and he recommended that you actually top your indeterminate tomatoes at a certain point, and it then obviously puts all the energy into all the fruit and the flowers that are already there. So as you can see, we've got loads of so these are beefsteak tomatoes, loads of tomatoes there. We've got loads of these little small cherry tomatoes too, and then lots and lots of flowers. So there's plenty there to be getting on with. So what I might do is top them and then see how that works out this year. So last year we did it a little bit differently. We just left them to grow. We kept staking them up. We kept pinching out the suckers. And then we did get quite a lot of red tomatoes towards the end of the season, but loads of green was still left. So we picked them all, took them home and just put them on the windowsill, and they all started to ripen just slowly but surely. Some of them took weeks, but they were still absolutely fine. So we did get quite a lot out of last year's, but a lot of green ones that had to be ripened up. So I'm hoping that this is going to be slightly different. We'll see how it works. I'll report back to you on which method seems to work better. Right, so let's have a look at our peppers. I don't think there's going to be any ripe quite yet. Wow, look at those though. Look how big they are. So these are more sort of pointed peppers, sweet pointed peppers, but they should go red. So they do need a little bit longer. So I won't be harvesting any of those yet. There's some more over there. Yeah, I won't be harvesting any of those. Now then, on to the beans. I know last time we did the tour. I think it was last week we did a tour, and the green beans were just starting to... Oh yes, look at those. So we've got some green beans there. So what I might do today is harvest some green beans. Let's have a look, see if there's any. Yeah, there's a few more there. So I think I can get a little harvest off there, maybe enough to have some veg for dinner. Good, that's really, really good. And then our beetroot patch. Let's have a look, see if there's any beetroot ready. There looks like there's a really big one there. I don't know. So that's starting to put on a bit of growth. That's good. Let's have a look around the other side. There looks like there's a bigger plant around the other bit. I think what I might have to do is take that netting off actually, because it's starting to push down, or the beetroot is starting to grow into it. Yeah, so not quite ready yet. So these are the mixed ones. So you've got some yellow, some orange, some purple ones. So yeah, I think what I might do is take that off. I put it on originally because the leaves were getting eaten, but yeah, let's take those off. We've got some spring onions that we can harvest. Some of these longer ones. Those ones. So yeah, gonna harvest some of those as well. What else? Yeah, I can harvest some kale as well. So there's lots of kale leaves there. And let's have a look if there are any radishes ready yet. Oh, there's one there. Might be able to harvest one or two. These again are a mixed one, so different colours. Maybe a couple of radish to harvest there. So yeah, so that's sort of the veggie, well, that's sort of bit of fruit side plot. So let's have a look down. Now I know there are potatoes that I need to harvest, so I'll see if I can get some of those harvested out of this big section here. I'll just come over the potatoes because we've got some sweet corn planted here. Now these sweet corn, most of them apparently are ripe or ready to pick. Apparently once these little tassels start to go brown, that means they are ready. But sort of feeling them, I mean that one feels okay. Let's have a look. Take that one off. I break the plant. Oh, there we go. Let's have a look. So a lot of the sweet corn that we have, that we've sort of grown, they seem to have the tops missing. So I don't know if they they weren't pollinated properly, I don't know. Yeah, look, it's just not, it's not full, is it? I mean, it looks ready, so the actual kernels look ready. See if I can do this one-handed. Yeah, they're definitely ready, but they just haven't got kernels all over. I wonder, and this is what Chris said, my husband said, that maybe I planted them too far apart. I mean, I did plant them in a grid, but I think they're a little bit far apart for sort of pollination, so that's a little bit of a learning curve. So maybe next year I'll plant them closer, because looking at, I'll just show you our neighbour's sweet corn over here. His always do really, really well. Look at that. Compared to ours, that is ours over there, and that is his. And he seems to, I don't know if he has planted them closer together. Maybe a little bit, but his just look amazing. Obviously no sort of fruit, you know, the cobs haven't started to grow yet, so maybe they're obviously a different variety, a later fruiting one, but yeah, we will see. I'll have to pick the sweet corn that we've got, and then I will cook them, but they are not the best, I've got to say. Let's have a look. So we're down to the sort of flower bit now, and look, we've got our dahlias. Some of them are flowering already, some of them are just budding up, but look at this gorgeous one. So this one's got really nice stems as well, so dark stems and the bright saturated red. Let's have a look, see what it's called. Bristol stripe. Okay, so that one's called Bristol stripe. So I'm going to harvest a few of those flowers today. This one is, oh, how cute! Look at those. So they're sort of magenta-y. That's probably a better one in the light. Really deep magenta, almost burgundy. That's so cute. What's that one called? Stolze von Berlin, that one. And then this beauty as well. So these both are pom-poms. There's a nice pink one there. What's this one called? I think that's Rocco. Yeah, that one's called Rocco. What else have we got? This one was just called a dinner plate dahlia duo. So it was purple and pink, purple and yellow. One of them didn't make it, so this must be the yellow one then. So that's not quite open. That's going to be a dinner plate one, so really, really big. So we'll leave that one. And then this one is called French Can-Can. Look at those. They're so pretty. So this is one that my daughter actually picked. So all the kids, both the kids, not all, I've only got two. So both kids got to pick one of the dahlias that we were going to plant this year. So Elise picked this one, which is a French Can-Can, and then Eric picked the Blackjack, which is here, which is not doing that good. I mean, it's growing, but very, very slowly. And no buds at all. So, I mean, that's supposed to be a dinner plate one as well. So I don't know. I mean, it looks healthy enough. It's just not growing. So anyway, I do hope that flowers, because that was his choice, and I want him to, yeah, see the flowers of his choice. And then this one was just one that I did from seed last year. It was in the front garden, and I dug it up and brought it to the allotment. So I'll pick a few of those. That's good. And then we have got some other cut flowers here. So we've got straw flowers there. Might be able to pick those. Lots of cosmos. So it's better if you keep sort of picking the cosmos, because then it'll just encourage more blooms. Not that we haven't got enough already, but yeah, what else have we got? Oh yeah, so this is definitely amaranth, I think. It looks like it anyway. This is one of the ones that was in the wildflower mix, so yeah, might be harvesting one of those as well. The odd zinnia, snapdragon, yeah. So definitely some sort of flower harvesting going on. So yeah, not too bad actually. I know there's lots and lots of weeds as well. Lots of weeds everywhere. But I don't think I'm going to do any weeding today because I don't have enough time. So I think just lots of harvesting really. We're going to take the netting off one of those. Oh yeah, a bit of tomato maintenance as well. And then we should be okay for the day. I'll come back another day and do some weeding. Yeah. So I've just pinched out all these suckers from all the tomatoes, and then what I think I'm going to do is, this one stayed quite low at the moment, so I'm just going to move the stake up a little bit, again just to support it while it's quite tall. Stake them up a little bit. So now for the topping. So what I'm going to do is find the main stem, so the main stem that goes all the way up, and then I'm just going to basically chop it off. So I'm just going to chop it above a branch there. Chop that off. There you go. Same with this one. So I'm following the main stem all the way up, and then I'm just going to chop it off just after one of the branches. There you go. So let's see if that makes any difference. I'll report back to you. Right, let's go and do the harvesting. So I think we'll start with the courgettes first. some kale quickly. Right, so I've just harvested the kale, a few spring onions. Now we're ready for the flowers. Let's go and pick some flowers, yay! Alright guys, so that's it for this video. So we've had a really good couple of hours at the allotment today, just doing a bit of tidying up of the tomatoes, a bit of harvesting some lovely flowers as well. So yeah, thanks very much for joining me and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!